Konnichiwa Mina. Hello everybody, in this video I want to show you guys another World Championship deck. So if you guys would like to see more of these types of videos from me, definitely subscribe down below. So let's get started. This is going to be a 2014 World Championship deck, and it's going to be the Plasma deck. So I will start off with the Pokemon. 4 copies of Deoxys EX. Basically, you're going to be using this Pokemon for its ability, Power Connect. Your Team Plasma Pokemon's attacks, excluding Deoxys EX, do 10 more damage to the active Pokemon, and then Helix Force for 30 plus for a Psychic and a Colorless. If this Pokemon has any Plasma energy attached to it, this attack does 30 more damage for each energy attached to the defending Pokemon. Basically, you're going to be using it for its ability to do plus 10 damage to your opponent's Pokemon. If your Pokemon is Plasma, which most of this deck is except for 2 cards, and one of those 2 cards is 2 copies of Latias EX. So the ability, Bright Down, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by your opponent's Pokemon with abilities, and Barrier Break for 70 for a Fire, Psychic, and a Colorless. This attack's damage isn't affected by weakness, resistance, or any other effects on the defending Pokemon. Basically, you're going to be using it for the Bright Down to shut off your opponent's abilities. Really, really awesome. 2 copies of Thundurus. Thundurus EX. Radiant Knuckle for 30 for a Lightning. Attach an energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Team Plasma Pokemon. And Thunderous Noise for 90 for 2 Lightning and a DCE. If this Pokemon has any Plasma energy attached to it, discard an energy attached to the defending Pokemon. Really, really good card as well. And then the last Pokemon is 3 copies of Kyurem. So I forgot that Kyurem is a Plasma Pokemon as well. So only one of the Pokemon does not have a Plasma, and that is the Latias. So Kyurem, Frost Spear for 30, does 30 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon, so really good sniper. And Blizzard Burn for 130 for 2 water and a Colorless. This Pokemon cannot attack during your next turn. So basically, you're going to be using it for Frost Spear to snipe the bench as well. So that is all of the Pokemon. Really, really awesome deck. I do love the Team Plasma cards. I really do like the blue and stuff. I think that's really, really cool. So going on with the stadiums, I guess we'll go with the stadiums because there's only 2 of them. 1 copy of Burbank City Gym and 1 copy of Tropical Beach. You're going to be using Tropical Beach to draw 7 cards, and then Burbank puts 2 more damage counters on poison Pokemon in between turns. So that's all the stadium cards that this particular deck runs. Now we're going to go into the supporters. So 4 copies of N, kind of like Iono in the current game. Each player gets to shuffle their hand back into their deck and draw equal to the remaining amount of prize cards. So really, really good if you're behind on prizes. 3 copies of Skyla to search your deck for a trainer card and put it into your hand. Really, really good card. 2 copies of Chorus. Basically, if you and your opponent have a full bench, you can draw up to 10 cards with this card, which is really, really good. 4 copies of Sycamore, discard your hand, draw 7. And then 2 copies of Lysander to switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with one from their active, so kind of like Boss's Order in the current game. So that is all the supporters. Now going on with the trainers, which are a lot of them. 1 Startling Megaphone to discard a special energy on your opponent's board. 1 Max Potion to heal all damage from one of your Pokemon, then discard all energy attached to that Pokemon. 2 copies of Hypnotoxic Laser. Sorry, guys. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon is also asleep. So really, really good in conjunction with Virbank. 2 copies of Ultra Ball. You get to discard 2 cards from your hand, search your deck for any Pokemon that you want, and add it to your hand. Really, really good, especially in the current game. 4 copies of Muscle Band. The attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to does 20 more damage to the active. Really, really good, because adding extra damage is very, very good. 3 Switch, that's staple. Like you need that, period. And 2 copies of Plasma Ball. I really do like this card, so pretty. I love the blue. Search your deck for a Team Plasma Pokemon, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards, so very, very good card. You could search for pretty much any card in this deck. You get to search for your Kyurem. You get to search for a Thundurus. You get to search for a Deoxys. So any of those 3 cards you can search with Team Plasma Ball. The only card you cannot search with Plasma Ball is the Latias EX. You cannot search for this card. But the rest of the Pokemon you can. So really good. And then 3 copies of Colress Machine. Search your deck for a Plasma Energy card and attach them to one of your Team Plasma Pokemon. Shuffle your deck afterwards. Very, very good card. Like, amazing. And then the 1 Hayspec per deck that you are allowed to have is Scramble Switch. So that's the Hayspec that this particular deck plays. Search your active Pokemon. Switch your active Pokemon with one from your bench. Then you may move as many energy attached to the old Pokemon to the new Pokemon as you would like. So really, really good Hayspec. I would say Computer Search is probably the best Hayspec, but I would say this is probably a close second. In my opinion, of course. Yeah, that is all the trainers for this deck. Now we have to go to the energy. So 1 blend, 4 plasma. You definitely need 4 plasma. That's a must, like in this particular deck. 4 prism, and then 4 rainbow. So no basic energy in this deck, just all special, but that's because you run so many different types of Pokemon with different energy requirements, so I can see why this particular deck only runs special energy. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy this Team Plasma 2004 deck profile. I really do like this deck a lot. I do like Team Plasma, like a lot from Black and White. And I will say, I think I said this like twice in this video, but I will say it again. I love the blue. Really, really cool. The blue Team Plasma logo, really, really awesome. I do miss that. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this deck down below. So if you guys would like to see more of these types of videos from me, definitely subscribe down below, and I will definitely do more of them when I can. So yeah, guys, I will see y'all next time. Matane!